These who are too sinful and have thus be born in lower classes are allowed to enjoy sinful activities fully. For this, there is a chance that these activities will become distasteful to them, and they will get opportunity be purified. 35th. If s- if one shows the symptom of being a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Sudra as described above, even if he has appeared in the different class, he should be accepted according to the symptoms of classification. Purport. Here it is clearly stated by Narada Muni that one should not be accepted as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra according to birth. For although this is going on now, it is not accepted by Shastra. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 4.13, Chaturvanyam Maya Shishtam Gunakarma Vibhagasha. Thus, four divisions of society, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, are to be ascertained according to qualities and activities. If one was born in a Brahmana family and has acquired the Brahmanical qualification, hmm, I'll read again. If one was born in a Brahmana family and has acquired the Brahmanical qualification, he is to be accepted as a Brahmana. Otherwise, he should be considered a Brahmabandhu. Similarly, if Sudara acquires the qualities of Brahmana, although he was born in a Sudara family, he is not a Sudara because he has developed the qualities of Brahmana. He should be accepted as a Brahmana. The Krishna consciousness movement is meant to develop these Brahmanical qualities, regardless of community in which one was born. If one develops the qualities of a Brahmana, you should be accepted as a Brahmana, and he then may be offered the order of sannyas. Unless one is qualified in terms of Brahmanical symptom, one cannot take sannyas. In designation, a person, a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Sudra, birth is not an essential symptom. This understanding is very important. Herein, Narada Muni distinctly says that one may be accepted according to the cost of his birth if he has the corresponding qualification, but otherwise he should not. One who has attained the qualification of a Brahmana, regardless of where he was born, is, should be accepted as a Brahmana. Similarly, if one has developed the qualities of a Sudara or Chandala, regardless of where he was born, he should be accepted in terms of those symptoms. Thus, the end of the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 7th canto, 11th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled, entitled, entitled The Perfect Society, four social classes. ॐ अज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगगणललितां श्रीविशाखान्वितां च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So many by understanding ourselves we become peaceful. That's where okay, you know, the competency or lethargy, okay, they become complacency, they become lethargy, something. Okay, I understood what I am, and then they won't work hard. But somebody focusing on the transformation, they may be anxious, restless. Okay, what I have to do, what I have to do, what I have to do, something like that. But basically, we had to balance both. We need a transformation in life, and we should accept who we are. We are not this body, we are spirit soul, and simultaneously, Jivara Surabhi Krishna Hridayas. You know, Krishna is so kind, whoever we are, Krishna will accept. But simultaneously, we have to be purified, we have to reach to that platform of serving the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna. Even, in the parents, accept the child, whatever, whoever they are. Simultaneously, the parents expect that my son or a child should be, you know, very good character. He should be an example, perfect example, all these things. We saw that two type of, you know, transformation. People come for a transformation. People wanted understand and accept. For this purpose, people come. Uh, two, whenever, today's purport, the Varnas and Kshatriya Brahmana, um, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, the classes are mentioned. Uh, to discuss about that, daily basis, we choose something. Mm, okay, I want this, I want this, I want this. Sometimes we reject. Wherever we show interest, wherever we choose something, we reject something. Mm. Sometimes we choose our interest. There are many things are there. Many time we come into juncture. Okay, should I go this way or that way? We choose. And sometime we our interest chooses. uh, it's a two different type. Sometime we choose our interest, but sometime the interest chooses. Mm. Uh, like even in the childhood school days, we have given electives. You can choose whatever your interest. Carpentry or electrical. You can choose your own interest. Whatever your inclination, like that. Sometimes we come across some different things in our life, and by they also wanted to do the farming. Many childrens come to Gordhanik village. We show them, this is agriculture. Okay, when I grow, I'll also become um, do cultivation, many things. um, this is Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita that Dayato Vishayan Pumsaha. Uh, we come on across some incidents, some things, we develop some interest, we dwell upon that, and we become more interested on that. Mm. They say this is called as a snowfall effect. Snowfall effect. Usually, this term is used for habit change or all those area they use snowfall effect. Like you also think about something. After that, you think that okay, I should be doing this. This is called we choose our interest. Like snow falls in the mountain, it rolls down, down, down. By rolling in the snow, it become bigger and bigger and bigger. Then you think that okay, this is my identity. Then we relate with that and we work on that. This is one type of people. And another thing is, even Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, third chapter, third verse, I think. Uh, Nigraha kim karishyati. Mm. If some people automatically they choose, automatically they get into some interest. Okay, I should be working on this. You put wherever they are, they automatically they become in charge. Automatically they become leader. You don't need to train them or tell them because that is their interest. You know, this is like a river fall. The river comes from the mountain and automatically reaches the ocean. Maybe some twists and turns and obstacles or whatever mountain or anything. But the river finds its own way and reaches the ocean. It's a two type of. Some people has a the inclination. Okay, are they really successful? Having that inclination, they reach. Or some people they choose their interest. Uh, are they successful or who is a successful? You know, they choose interest or interest choose them. Who is the most successful? Uh, Sometime whoever may be, but when we have a right attitude, today's purport also Srila Prabhupada says that the qualities. You may be a Brahmana, you may be a Kshatriya, you may be a Sudra, you may be Vaishya, whoever may be. The qualities are very important. Mm. The practicing those qualities, you can be successful. That's what we see in our history. That sometime we choose interest. How we choose interest? According to our vasanas. Mm. The previous life, we have some impressions. Um, According to the impressions, we choose something. Somebody likes spicy food, somebody likes North Indian food, somebody likes South Indian food, somebody likes Gujarati food, different food items. At a one time we cannot please everyone. Because we have vasanas. According to our vasanas, we like. Somebody may be having a, um, right attitude. Somebody having a different attitude. This all comes according to their vasanas. The Varanas, like a river. The river reaches the destination, the ocean. Simultaneously, we have Varna, that inclination. According to the inclination, automatically we go and pick up that. uh, and the two things in the life, according to the vasanas also, we should not allow the vasana to grow like a snowfall. Snow comes down, down, down. It become bigger and bigger, bigger. It become difficult to remove that vasana. That's why we should not allow the vasana to grow. That's where we practice Krishna consciousness. We wanted to transform ourselves. By transforming ourselves, we won't allow vasana to grow. Mm. And simultaneously, by practicing Krishna consciousness and engaging in Krishna service and Vaishnava service, we understand, what is our inclination and engage accordingly. But sometime, uh, in the conditioned state, we may not understand what is my inclination also. And sometime, we many times hear that what is Maya, as we think as a Krishna, and what we see as a Krishna, that time sometime we may mm, dilute them or drag them to the Maya. When Arjuna says, "Okay, I give up my Varna, Kshatriya Dharma, I'll go on big. I become a Brahmana. I will take up the occupation of Brahmana." That is difficult. That's why Krishna advised, mm, uh, to whom, to to Arjuna, to do as his Kshatriya duty as a service to Krishna. Then he can be purified. In Mahabharata also, we hear this two examples. Yes, very often um, we hear this example. Bhima and Duryodhana. Duryodhana, and also he is trained in, what is it? Huh? No, no, and that Gada Yuddha. Gada Yuddha. He is very well trained. Bhima also well trained in Gada Yuddha. Like Arjuna and Karna both are well trained in archery. Um, for example, Karna was born in, uh, you know, and he was living in the, Suta, the Sudra's family. That's why he was not given admitted in the many schools. Finally, he changed himself and went to Parasuram, and he told that I'm a Brahmana, please train me. And actually, Karna was doing a very good job, and Parasuram became so dear to him. Because of he was a right student. He was learning everything perfectly. That's why Karna became a dear student of, Parasuram. But after becoming dear to Parasuram, he didn't reveal his identity. Maybe in the initially he told lie. Maybe because of that he developed some connection with Parasuram. But after developing the good relationship, the being dear to Parasuram, he didn't reveal the identity. That made Parasuram to become angry. That's why he cursed him. Mm. But even though everything happened, Karna didn't stop. He went on where is his inclination, wherever he goes. He made a friendship with Duryodhana, and he became a warrior. I know Fighting, it was is natural, but he joined in the party of Duryodhana. That was a bad choice. Mm. Because that wasn't us. Mm. He didn't work on the qualities. Today's purport also propose saying about the qualities. He didn't work on the qualities. He just focused on his skill and exhibiting his skills. He was inclined to exhibit his skills only. He was not working on the his character or decreasing his vasanas. Even Duryodhana, uh, you know, was questioned. Why you cannot give some place for Pandavas? He was saying that this is not my mistake. This is the mistake of the creator. The creator created me this way. That's why I'm acting this way. He didn't admit and he didn't accept, uh, his shortcomings. Um, Duryodhana was a Kshatriya. He want to be a Kshatriya. That is not a problem. But he was like we saw the example of river reaching the ocean. That was perfect, but it was, the river was over flooded. um, that's a problem, and river was over flooded and crossing the borders and boundaries, and that was creating the chaos. Yeah. Even though he has a proper skill and but he didn't had a proper attitude and proper in engaging his skill, even though he has a very good archery or he Duryodhana had a very good in Gada Yuddha. That's where um, some many people, they practice Krishna consciousness. We may not work on the qualities. That's where we get stuck up. Today's purport also, Srila Prabhupada very clearly, unless one is qualified in terms of Brahmanical symptom, mm, um, even in the first chapter, Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, first sloka, Srila Prabhupada very nicely explains. I will read that exact sentence, that is more inclination. Uh, when one is successful in chanting the Gayatri mantra, mm, when one is successful in chanting the Gayatri mantra, he can enter into transcendental position of the Lord. One must therefore acquire Brahmanical qualities. Mm. One must therefore acquire Brahmanical qualities or be perfectly situated in the qualities of the goodness in order to chant Gayatri Mantra successfully and then attain to the stage of transcendentally releasing the Lord, His name, fame, His qualities, and so on. Mm. Many times we, and Prabhupada um, gives a very wonderful lecture also. I was thinking of playing this Prabhupada lecture. I think it will be audible. Mm. Hare Krishna. Converted with medical science. He is called a medical man or a doctor. Okay, it is not audible. Okay, better I will read only. It's a very interesting to hear from Srila Prabhupada. Okay, हो जाएगा? नहीं, Hare Krishna. आवाज बढ़ा दो उसका. इधर स्पीकर से चलेगा. He is born in India or born in America, or that he is black or white, it doesn't matter. One must have the qualification of a medical man, and he is called the doctor. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita also accepts the Brahminical culture. The Brahminical culture. Brahminical culture means the social position
in which everyone is assisted to elevate himself to the highest position of understanding the position and the connection.
Hare Krishna. I hope I heard. I will read out again. One must have the qualification of the medical man, and he is called doctor. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita also accept the Brahmanical culture. The Brahmanical culture means the social position in which everyone is assisted to elevate himself to the highest position of understanding the position and the condition of the soul. That should be aim of a human society. Mm. Whoever maybe the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, they have to, today's purport also in Prabhupada, his words also is emphasizing that uh, we should develop the Brahmanical qualities. And today we were discussing that how we choose our interest, our interest chooses, or we work for the transformation, or we accept whoever we are. But to understand each and everything, we need sattva. Sattva sanjayate jnanam. When we place ourselves in sattva guna, then we can identify what is my anarthas, what is my Krishna. Eh, am I really serving Krishna, or am I really serving my anarthas? Uh, unless otherwise we develop these Brahmanical qualities, we cannot situate ourselves in pure devotion service. That's why that's where we have to develop our Brahmanical qualities by chanting Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri Mantra is given. Okay, I got a Gayatri Mantra. Okay. Actually, I made another record. I clipping of Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada really says that, oh, I got my Gayatri Mantra. That means I'm become a Brahmana. No, you're a Chandala. Prabhupada says, sorry, I'm repeating Prabhupada words. Basically, this Gayatri Mantra is given to develop the qualities of the Brahmana, Brahmanical, Brahmanical culture. That's where, if you search in Google Folio, Prabhupada in the purport, in the talk, in lectures, always emphasize about the Brahmanical culture. Mm. Our goal is not to become a Brahmana by getting a Brahman initiation, the Gayatri Mantra. Our goal is to chant this mantra, become purified, and develop this Brahmanical qualities. Mm. That's why this even Bhagavad Gita Krishna many times explains in the 12th chapter also, another chapter also, the qualities of the Brahmana. Because Sattva Sanjayate Jnanam. By developing these qualities, we will be situated in Sattva Guna. Then, by that Sattva Guna, we can understand what is our vasanas. Then, in what way I can serve and please the Vaishnavas. Somebody may be good in book distribution, or somebody good in deity worship, somebody good in kirtan, or somebody good in explaining sastras, etc. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that guna karma vibhagacha. Whatever guna we have, that is like um, we saw that like a snowfall effect, and the karma. What is my inclination, like a river effect. By that we can understand ourselves and we can serve in the. If somebody is good in you know some music kirtan, something like that, and simultaneously he has a good character and is not allowing his vasana to increase, then he can really serve the Lord. Otherwise, maybe okay, I am a good kirtaniya. I may because of that we develop some negative connotation or uh, negative impressions or we may attract negative things also in our life. Somebody may be, like a good kirtaniya. He wanted to sing nicely, but he don't have competence. uh, and there also he may not be successful. But somebody has a good, kirtaniya, and he don't have a character, or he has a good character. He wanted to learn also, but he don't have skill. But our Jai Sachinandan Prabhu is a very good example. He is sitting here. He does all menial services also. He like sing nicely also. He has a very good nature of serving. That's where when we practice bhakti, then it gives both. Even we will not um, um, allow the vasana to increase, and simultaneously, our varna, the inclination can be also in the will be engaged in the service of Krishna. Um, Another one important discussion. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. This is mentioned in Vishnu Purana. It's very, very beautiful sloka. Many times we chant this sloka. Srila Prabhupada explains in the fourth canto, 21st chapter. I will read this, then we discuss. The Supreme Person is described herein as a Brahmanya Devaya. Brahmanya refers to Brahmanas, the Vaishnavas, or culture. Brahmanical culture. And Deva means worshipful Lord. Therefore, unless one is on the transcendental platform of being a Vaishnava or on the highest platform of material goodness, he cannot appreciate the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In other stages of ignorance and passion, it is difficult to appreciate or understand the Supreme Lord. Therefore, the Lord is described herein as worshipful deity for person in Brahmanical and Vaishnava culture. We always hear that the Vaishnava is a greater than a Brahmana, because he directly serving the Supreme Personality Godhead. Um, but sometimes we hear that, okay, I want to become a Brahmana. That's why I'm taking a Brahman initiation. Not like that. Mm. By taking a Brahman initiation, it's not our goal to take a Brahman initiation becoming Brahmana. We are taking Brahman initiation to get purified and become Brahmanical, and by that qualities we can serve the Supreme Personality Godhead. Then Namo Brahmanya Devaya. Na Brahmanya Deva, Brahmanya refers to Brahmanas, Vaishnavas. Uh, that's why he's a lord of the um, who is serving in the Brahmanical culture. Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is prime protector of Brahmanical culture and cow. Without knowing and respecting this, one cannot realize the supreme signs of the Lord. And without this knowledge, the welfare activities of humanitarian, the propaganda cannot be successful. These successful. Um, Sometime when we, yesterday also I was discussing with one of the devotees. In Govardhaniku village also we do so many preaching, and we bring people and we show them agriculture, or we bring the people and we show them water harvesting, and so many different projects, and we emphasize about the simple living, many things. The devotee's question was, people may learn these techniques, and people may learn these methods, but they may not have a good habits, or they may have some good habit also for some time, but after some time they may give up and they may get into regular practice. How we are really helping them. Mm. That's why we bring people. It's like a even though when we go out and preach, or when we explain the Krishna consciousness, we try to give the taste of sattva guna. When the people come here and we try to give them taste in sattva by experiencing that small taste, or releasing that small experience, when they go back, the experience will be there in the heart. They can reflect back. Okay, that gives me real happiness. That will give me real satisfaction. And that is a success of the preacher. You know, if I live this type of lifestyle, then my life will be purposeful. Then that type of impressions is developed in the heart. That is successful. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that parandrishtva nivartate. When we try to give the higher taste, then even though person goes out and fallen victim of Maya or something, but he can realize that okay, I can come back and get back. you know Yesterday we are discussing that people, outside people, they goes in a gross level they may fall, but in subtle level we also fall every day. In tamoguna and rajoguna, and victim of all vasanas, kama krodha lobha moha mad matsarya. Even in spite of knowing, and every day we chant this, and tenth of, even in spite of knowing everything, even after understanding so many instructions on this matter, uh, uh, it is also an offense to be while chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Mm, that's why we also sometimes fall in the victim of Tamaguna and Rajaguna. But we understand, okay, I'm here, okay, get back, okay, still I'm start practicing bhakti. That practice of bhakti will not allow us to increase our vasanas, and it will decrease the vasanas, and that bhakti, Jivere Survohoi, Krishnere Nityadas, will be established in the platform of pure devotion service. Um, okay, I will. Mm, Prabhuji, I'll play one more audio. It's a very interesting to hear from Srila Prabhupada. When I heard, really, it touched my heart. Where I am really. Many time we practice Krishna consciousness superficially. For me, I'm not telling others, but he says that now I got the sacred thread. Mm, Okay, let me play this.
You see, liking has no value. As soon as you based on liking, then you expect next moment disliking. That's all. And stikte pumste chahi roti vipratte sutramevai. Uh, you know, uh, the Brahmin, they are offered sacred thread. So people will consider, now I have got sacred thread, I have become Brahmin. I may act like a chandal, it doesn't matter. That is going on. We introduce this Brahminical culture, but things are deteriorating. I am very sorry that uh, taking Brahminical initiation is acting as a chandal, angry chandal. You see. So this is Kali. He does not understand that as Brahmin,
Hare Krishna. Not to scare, it's a director. But Sir Srila Prabhupada is a very well wisher. By understanding um, this Brahmanical culture and developing these Brahmanical qualities, as it said in the today's purport, we can be really successful in Krishna consciousness. Um, uh, Thus, the four divisions of society, the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, are to be ascertained according to the qualities and activities. If one was born in the Brahmana family, he is acquired. If one was born in a Brahmana family and has acquired the Brahmanical qualification, he is to be accepted a Brahmana. Otherwise, he should be considered as a Brahmabandhu. Similarly, the Sudra acquires the qualities of the Brahmana. Although he was born in a Sudra family, he is not a Sudra because he has developed the qualities of the Brahmana. He should be accepted as a Brahmana. The Krishna consciousness movement is meant to develop these Brahmanical qualities. Mm. That's why even small way, if we try to develop these Brahmanical qualities, that will be a real successful. Mm. I'm just sharing this. I'm not an expert in this. By sharing this, I may receive some blessings. I may also practice these Brahmanical qualities. By practicing Brahmanical qualities, we can serve the Supreme Lord and the Vaishnavas. I spoke maybe some beyond my realization. If there is any comments or you like to share, you can please share, or we can stop. Hare Krishna. Uh, yes, please.
We can all. No, there is a saying, no, in English, there's cleanliness is next to godliness.
Mm,
So cleanliness is a Brahminical quality.
mm,
So my question is, you go to a five-star hotel.
mm,
There is no doubt about the cleanliness part.
mm.
Where is the godliness?
Yes.
So what type of cleanliness is that?
Mm,
Even you go to Western world,
mm,
I mean, we get fascinated by the roads and the malls and the way the buildings are kept and all so clean.
mm,
But we also know that there is no godliness.
mm. Okay. It's a
So
question.
what type of cleanliness is that?
Okay. Uh, the actions can be classified in multiple way. Um, you know, we do some activities. Why we do activities? Our in charge may come and ask me. That's why I'm doing this activity. Otherwise, we may not act. I know if somebody is working end of the month, I will be getting salary. I know. Otherwise, I will be removed from the job. That's why I do this job. We act out of fear. Mm. Sometimes we perform some activity. This person is doing that person is doing that. That's why I should be doing this. Otherwise, I'll be no one in the community. I should be doing. um, and I have to prove myself. Competition or proving ourselves or comparison. Comparison kills the joy. We may act in different way that may not give any satisfaction. But when we work on, is my duty. That's why I should be doing this. Then I'll be really receiving the some satisfaction. Today also we were discussing about uh, this vasanas and the vritti. Today's sloka also actually it was mentioned the vritti and yeah 32. In the vritti is mentioned in the sloka. Uh, the vritti. The vritti, actually, there are so many expert people in this world. They can do a better job than us. Uh, there is one sloka in Tamil. eh, கற்க கசடர கற்றபின் நிற்க அதற்கத்தக. Mm. Whatever we learn, whatever we study, we practice, and simultaneously, these are like vasanas, being cleanliness. So many people are cleanliness. So many people, even in my, one of our family is a very truthful man. He's famous for truthfulness. He just speaks truthful wherever he is. Even Prabhupada says in one purport, the Brahmana speaks. Even if it is maybe detrimental to him, still he speaks. That is a Brahmana. But they may people may be following many big things. Even we have this eco-friendly system. Many people have a very beautiful eco-friendly systems also, but we have a character. We have the um, both, like sattva also there. We practice sattva guna, and simultaneously we practice bhakti, the Brahmanical culture. Just following the cleanliness, there is no purpose in life. Mm. I'm practicing cleanliness for whom? What is the purpose? And that's where in this material world, there's a one thing is lacking, that is Krishna consciousness. Maybe some experts, there are more skillful people than us also. They will be doing very skillful job, but you know they don't have any purpose in life. That's where when both that's where one of the I'm forgetting. you know we have a brain. The Prabhupada says that we have a brain. The Western people has legs and hands. If we both work together, we can do the miracle. Prabhupada also says. Simultaneously, we have this knowledge. We have wonderful wisdoms given by Acharyas and Prabhupada and Shri Krishna ultimately. Um, with that, if you work on those principles, it's a really purposeful and meaningful. Otherwise, we can be cleanliness, clean. That may not take us somewhere. Like Duryodhana, Karna, we discussed today. They are good, very skillful, very skillful, but they didn't had a good character. um, that's where they are not successful. And if we really put together, that's where we, even after coming to Krishna consciousness, we work on skills. Okay, I should prove myself. I should do this. We work on the skills, but we miss the Brahmanical qualities. Then we miss the bus. I hope I somewhere. See, you are senior person. You are setting a very big example, attending morning program sincerely. You are setting a very good example. I'm just speaking. I'm just sharing only. Seeking your blessings. I can practice this Brahmanical qualities and
No, Prabhu,
please, Krishna.
when Brahminical initiation is given, I mean, in
Mm,
our culture,
mm,
it is considered as a sign of advancement.
mm.
That is the common trend. I am here for so many years. What is the next step of advancement? Brahminical initiation.
I won't say as a advancement. It's a process to become advancement. And today also Srila Prabhupada in the purport is saying that in all classes of man has to be given, you know, and we accept and we see that this person is sincere or not. If they is sincere, we give this man Gayatri mantra for his advancement of Krishna consciousness. For the advancement of Krishna, not for you become advanced. I'm giving this. you know, uh, just we see that this person is sincere. If he's sincere, definitely he should be given. You know, any service, all services are equal uh, in the Krishna conscious perspective. That's why the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, they may have all Brahmanical qualities, but they should be also received, and they should be also focus on their advancement and Krishna consciousness. And this will help them to purify and not developing the vasanas. I hope. Okay, we stop here. Uh, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grandra Srimad Bhagavad Mahapurana ki jai. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।
Hari Hari Bo.
proceeding Gopal lecture.
Everyone is very clean.
These things. So 2 days my mental agony. There is a topic. Gopal, what do you call? Gopal, I will tell them. I'm thinking I will tell this, but I mixed my own things also. So there is a-
No, that must be no but it not
Gopal river is-
the internal what you say, the cleanliness of the body. Not I'm not only the body. You know that body culture is very different, you know. After going to toilet, what culture says wash your hands with tissue paper. That's not a standard of cleaning. Not the water shortage. It's a culture. Yeah, please. We were not using water. You go to, I'm just telling you about family thing. You go to a temple. Not only Charanamrit Deva, but it's so much messed up. आसपास का सब you know हिंदू में हाँ उसको ज्यादा कोई इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं देते कि पानी I mean the water you know the temple the brahmana who is offering the Charanamrit but it is so much messed up around that. And he is not disturbed by that messiness. Some temple हाथी जाना चाहिए तुरंत जाते जल से वो काम करते तुरंत जाते ऐसे जाते हाँ लेकिन वैसे देखा जाए तो on temple का standard was unity. We are working on how to keep this sacred clean. Very challenging. There is one of the sutra. Holiness Radhanath Maharaj says, he says that these Indians, they